So imagine you're in a restaurant, Cheesecake Factory, let's say, and you look at the extensive menu, and then you think, I want to be good today. I'm not going to order any cheeseburgers, some steaks, or any unhealthy foods. I'm going to go for that salad. You pick a beautiful Caesar salad. You feel very good about it. And you know what you didn't know? You probably would be better off with that burger. Yeah, that's crazy. That Cheesecake Factory salad has 1,500 calories. It's pretty much as much as their just classic burger with fries. So today I want to share with you how to make that Caesar salad lighter. And even if you make that at home, I've seen a lot of recipes online for a Caesar salad. Calls for either mayonnaise, and the more authentic ones, they call for egg yolks and lots of olive oil. And if you put it together, still a lot of calories. Probably not like Cheesecake Factory calories, but I'm pretty sure you can still go overboard. And even the store-bought dressings, I don't know if you ever took a look at that, over 200 per 2 tablespoons. That's still a lot. So Caesar salad could be a very healthy salad. It's pretty much, it's lettuce, croutons, a little bit of shavings of Parmesan cheese, that dressing, of course, and some piece of protein if you choose to have some. So it shouldn't be that calorie dense, but it is because of that dressing actually. So I'm going to show you how to make that dressing lighter, and also I'm going to show you how to make homemade croutons. Will save calories there as well. So for the first dressing, I'm going to actually share two with you. One that I like to call a happy medium. This dressing is half the calories of the original one, but it still have that flavor, and that's what I always going for. The other option that I'm going to share with you is a yogurt dressing that I found on the internet as well. That is extremely low in calories, but I have to tell you, the flavor, it is kind of diet flavor. It's not as good. So it's going to be your choice. Basically, check out both, see which one you like, see which one you can live with. I definitely recommend my dressing, and I already made a video for the salad dressing, for the Caesar salad dressing, and I have it on my channel. You can click the link. I'm going to include it here or here, I don't remember which side. One of those sides, there's going to be a link, and also I'm going to include a link below in the description so you can check out the whole video, and it's a short one, less than a minute. So let's go get the ingredients and start making the dressings first. We are going to need 2 heads of romaine lettuce, half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of paprika, garlic powder, and a little bit of oregano. We're gonna need it for a toast, of course, so we need 4 slices of toast for croutons, and some good Parmesan cheese, Parmesan Reggiano good too, some protein like shrimp I have here, and or great Caesar dressing. This is the one that I prefer to use. So let's see the other one. So I have here 75-80 grams of non-fat Greek yogurt, and I have a 1/4 cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice, 1 garlic clove, you can use more, I would suggest to use more, and some anchovies. This is like 3, maybe 6 anchovies in oil. To that I'm going to add half a tablespoon of mustard, Dijon mustard. And now for the olive oil, I'm going to need only 1 tablespoon, but to be safe, I like to measure it. I'm going to include a link for that, any kind of scale that you can use down below in description. And now we're going to blend it all. We're not going to add cheese just yet. But I would strongly suggest that you actually don't blend the yogurt. Blend all the ingredients without the yogurt and add it at the end if you don't want it too runny. Because as you can see, it came out runny. And the yogurt will be a little bit creamier if you don't go through the food processor. And this is just the Parmesan cheese that I grated. It's only quarter of an ounce, so it's like a half a tablespoon. It's not that much. So this is the Greek yogurt dressing, and this is a good option for somebody who just doesn't like the eggs. Next, I'm going to use the spices and mix them all together, and I'm going to use them for the shrimp, to marinate the shrimp in, and also I'm going to use it for the bread. Toss it all together and set it aside. We're going to use them for the salad at the end. Now I have 4 slices of bread, a low-calorie bread. That's what you want to use. I found some great breads, 45, sometimes even 30 calories per slice, which is great. And the lower ones, 30 calories per slice, you can actually get low-carb ones. They're pretty good as well, so I highly recommend you go with that type of bread. Sprinkle the toast bread with the spice mix, the rest of the spice mix, and you can sprinkle it with a little bit of Parmesan cheese for the extra flavor. Preheat the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit and leave the toast there for about 10 minutes. But keep on checking because every oven is different. Now the 2 heads of romaine lettuce, I'm gonna chop them up fairly finely, not too fine, but I don't like the thick, very pieces of lettuce, so I'm just gonna go for the fine one. And once you're done with chopping, make sure you wash it. I add it always to this lettuce spinner and wash it thoroughly, and then spin all the water out. If you leave any water and if the lettuce is wet, it's going to dilute the dressing. It's not going to be that great. So you want to make sure there's no water on the leaves. I'm going to include a link below for a salad spinner as well. And look how much water we have here. We definitely don't want that in the salad. Well, I'm going to make 2 huge salads. So I have 2 bowls here, and I'm going to divide the lettuce into 2 different bowls. And the toasts are ready. I'm going to cool them down slightly and chop it up into smaller pieces. Alternatively, what you can do is chop them up first, spice them up, and put it in the oven. And it's going to take less time for sure. You have to be very careful at that time so you don't burn them. But it's 2 different options, and you can play with both. I can tell you from experience that if you cut them first and then put them in the oven, they become way crispier. But I cannot complain about crispiness of these ones either. They came out pretty well. Listen to this. Pretty cool, right? Yeah, they were really delicious. Now, I have the bacon here. As always, I like to render the fat from the bacon so I can put the shrimp in. You can, of course, omit the bacon or use it. I mean, it's always extra flavor. So I'm gonna line up all the shrimp on one side around the pan. And then I leave it for just a minute. They really don't need that much time. And we're gonna flip them on the other side and cook for additional minute. Make sure you don't overcook them because they're gonna become dry, and dry shrimp, not really great dinner. I see this happen a lot. People are so afraid that the shrimp gonna become raw, and they just keep it there for too long. But look, if you see this color, that they just turning already pink, but they still a little bit dark on top, that's when you flip them. And really, it doesn't take longer than a minute to be done. Now we're gonna shave some Parmesan cheese. You can always grated, but the bigger chunks, thin chunks look really cool. I like just to have few of them. And I'm not using any low-fat cheese here. I'm using the real Parmesan Reggiano. That's the one you want to use. This is not where we're saving calories, because to be honest, when I always weigh everything, and this cheese, I just add like a half an ounce for 55 calories, and really adds a lot of flavor and not that many calories. And for this salad, I'm going to use my favorite Parmesan. Not Parmesan, but Parmesan too. It has Parmesan inside. But my favorite Caesar dressing, the one with the whole egg. And look how thick and beautiful it is. It looks just perfectly like the full fat dressing. So I'm using, for one salad, I'm gonna use like 1.5 ounces. It's really enough, you don't need much. It really comes down to like 100 calories per serving, per salad. Pretty good. Toss it well, and you are ready to plate. And these plates, you may not see it on the camera, but they are huge. There is the biggest Mikasa dinner plate that you can find. So this is a really big portion for really almost no calories whatsoever. You have 100 calories from the dressing. Lettuce has barely probably 30 calories per serving like this. It is really good. To that, we're gonna add the croutons, and I'm using just 1 slice bread for the serving. So if you use a low-calorie bread, let's say 45 calories per slice, you only have 45 calories plus a few calories here and there from the spices. No, really not that much. And next, we're gonna add that Parmesan savings. I'm sorry guys, I'm always putting my arms right and hands in that camera. Somehow I cannot learn that lesson. And now to make the whole meal stick, it's shrimp. You add some shrimp to it to add more protein, so it's a great lunch or dinner. I hope you enjoy this recipe. Look how great it looks. I hope you leave a comment down below, like the video, and I'll see you on the next one.